Alright, y'all. The PlayStation State of Play happened a couple days ago. Summer Game Fest just finished a couple hours ago, and I want to yap about it for a bit. Let's get the State of Play over with, because that one was definitely the smaller one. For the PlayStation event, we got the release date for Silent Hill Townfall, and the price $50. That's not bad. We got a release date for Onimusha, $70. Definitely expensive. Also, this game released a demo. It was pretty good. Dynasty Warriors 3. I think this was announced at the State of Play. This is getting a remaster. I've always wanted to get into the Dynasty Warrior games, and this seems like a good time to get into them. $40 is not a bad price either. And Rayman Legends Retold. I'm a bit mixed about this game. I don't think this game needed to get remade, but it does look kind of cool, and there are some new stuff about it that look nice. I really want a new 3D Rayman though. But yeah. Okay, and a quick little shoe-in for State of Play. They also announced for Tokon, Magneto, Carnage, and Green Goblin with the Doom team. There's one more team left to reveal for Tokon. They're probably going to reveal that at EVO. But yeah, I'm super hyped for this shit too. Magneto, I'm so happy Magneto made it in. And Carnage over Venom is a crazy ass pick. But honestly, it makes sense. Carnage has never been in a fighting game to my knowledge. So it makes sense. They would want to give some new characters a shot. But yeah, that's about it for this part. Yeah, I don't know how to pronounce this. I'm going to call it Luffy. God of War Luffy, where you play as Faye. This game also got announced at the end of the State of Play. I think it looks cool. Damn, that image is really low quality. I think it looks cool. Combat looks nice. I don't really care too much about Faye, but that's because we don't really know much about her. And I'm pretty sure we'll learn more about her in God of War Luffy. Also, Huey's a cube, so that's nice. And yeah, now the Summer Game Fest. Oh my god, this shit kicked off with a Resident Evil Code Veronica remake. This shit is peak. This shit is, and when I don't know what I was thinking, but when the trailer started, like I thought this shit was gonna be like a fucking, I don't know, it was giving off Wolfenstein vibes, but no, it was Code Veronica, which is sick. I've played Code Veronica. I've never beaten it though, unlike the original trilogy, which I have. Code Veronica I've only played, and it was pretty decent, but that game definitely needs a remake more than almost all the original trilogy. But this game has so much potential to be fucking peak, dude. I'm fucking hyped for this shit. That was fire. And then after that, they announced Cuphead. They had like I don't think I can find an image, but they had like some puppet guy as a news reporter. They announced 2 new Cuphead games. One of them is like an 8-bit retro game. I think this is the game that's gonna definitely come out sooner. There's no release date for this one. It looks cool. It looks nice. It's giving off like Mega Man vibes, sort of. It looks cool. That one, and then they also announced that they're working on a 2D hand-drawn Cuphead game. That's about it. They didn't give too much information on that, but that is cool that we're gonna still get a Cuphead game that's gonna look like, I'm pretty sure that's just gonna be Cuphead 2. That's probably what it's just gonna be called. But yeah, Cuphead got announced, which was super cool. And then, oh my gosh, I didn't even pull this up. How could I forget? Bro, Wolf Among Us 2. If you know, you know. This game, the first game is fucking peak. And this game got announced a while back, and it just went silent. Most people thought it just got canceled, especially since the company that's working on it, Telltale, had a lot of financial issues and stuff. So most people just thought this game got canceled. I thought this game got canceled. I lost my shit when I saw this game, bro. I cannot believe, and it has a release year. It comes out next year, not a specific release date though. And also a remaster of the original one, the first game, is coming. That doesn't really mean much for PC players, but I don't think there's a way to play the original Wolf Among Us on PS5 and stuff like that, except like the PS5, PS3 streaming, if it even still has that. I don't know if the PS5 still does that, but yeah, it doesn't have a very easy, convenient way to play the original on modern systems, so it makes sense that they're re-releasing it. But yeah, the Wolf Among Us 2, this is, oh my god, I'm so fucking hyped for this game. That shit looks peak. And then, where was it at? Bro, Street Fighter 6. So this is a pretty weird lineup. 2 original characters, I think. I don't know where, like, I think these guys are brand new. This guy This guy's from World Tour. He's not completely new. And then Tifa. I thought Tifa would be in Tekken. I thought Tifa would be in Tekken, but I guess they already have Yujiro coming to Tekken. But yeah, 2 original characters, or 2 brand new Street Fighter characters. The guy from World Tour and Tifa. Tifa is insane. That is super exciting. Also, they said that they were gonna have a unique mechanic for her involving materia. So I'm very interested. Tifa comes out early next year, early 2027. These 2 are coming out, like one's coming out in August, I think, and then the other comes out like I think towards the end of the year. I'm not sure, but 2 characters are coming out this year, and then Tifa's gonna be the beginning of next year, and then Bosch or whatever the fuck you say his name, he's gonna be the end of the year. Yeah, Tifa's super hype. I can't wait to see what they do with her. And then, oh my fucking god. Alright, I'm back. I pulled up the wrong image. I pulled up the image and I'm like, wait, that just said Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. Final Fantasy VII Revelation. It's the final part of the trilogy for the Final Fantasy VII remakes. It looks fucking sick. Vincent and Sid are now finally fucking playable, which is sick as hell. I don't know why Zack is on the cover. I played the original. Zack didn't even have that big of a role in the original. I'm very interested in how much more important this guy is going to be in the remix. It comes out for every platform, which is so fucking peak. This shit comes out for PC day 1. Like, I am so hyped about that. The game looks sick. It comes out spring 2027, which lots of games at Summer Game Fest are coming to 2027, but that's fine. We already have enough games coming out this year. But yeah, that's about like a rundown of everything from both events. Super hyped, mostly hyped out of all of them. Wolverine, I'm pretty hyped for. I forgot to mention about Wolverine in State of Play. I'm hyped for the Wolverine game. Hyped for Final Fantasy VII Revelation, obviously. Tifa and Street Fighter 6, Wolf Among Us 2, I'm hyped for that. A couple other games, but yeah. Okay, I remember what I was gonna say. GTA 6. GTA 6 was not shown in State of Play, nor was it shown in the Summer Game Fest. That is, I think it might get delayed again. And if it gets delayed again, I don't think anyone's gonna give a fuck anymore about that game. But it does suck. We haven't seen much of it for a game that's coming out in a couple months. We have not seen a lot. But yeah, that's about it for both streams, and that's about all I gotta say. Peace out.